Me and Jack, not bragging or anything, certified men of the land.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
What you would otherwise call a woodland technician.
Yeah, we are.
Woodland technician.
We're intrepid explorers.
What technical things have you put in the woods?
Wow.
Us?
Well, about that.
Well.
So
We took loads of stuff to
we
the
took
woods.
an unnecessary amount of stuff to
We
the
took
woods.
a van full and a Land Rover full of stuff.
So-
Stuff is a very...
For the record of
thingy
those
word.
at home more so and whatnot, obviously our father has recently purchased an area of woodland.
Our Father, who aren't in heaven.
He's not in heaven.
Hallowed still be his name.
No, his name's Carl. It's not called Hellowed. Father Hellowed.
Hallowed.
Father, hello.
Hello there, got some woods.
He's got some wood, and we went down on a maiden voyage for a
Yep.
bit of a camp out and see what bits we could do, and hopefully, chop some logs and build some stuff and all that. But what happened, Jack? Well, what happened when we first went in? We went in the gate, and there's a track all the way down it.
Yeah.
What did you do, Jack?
We was going down the track, and I was like giving it to Chunk the whole welcome to Jurassic World. Drive down
It's
the
sick,
track,
though.
and I was like, this bit of track has subsided substantially since the last time we was here. So I'll drive careful over this bit. And there's a load of it which had dropped away a bit, that bit down this cliff. And I was like, drive around that, be fine. And John was like, do you reckon you'll get over it? I was like, no problem at all. Drove down
He
it.
should have stopped
drove
that
over it.
sentence earlier and just said no.
Yeah, no problem at all. Drove down it, drove up the other side, no problem. What I had missed was the second bit that had subsided, and it had dropped about a foot. And then I was driving along, driving, no problem. And Chung went, "Hey, watch that!" And I went, boom, down this.
I thought
fucking...
the back of his van had fell off.
But that's why you do it.
That's how we turned up.
No, we should have drove down it a bit more carefully, and I should have avoided the big drops.
Nah, but you
and
knew
not
the
gone
woods. You
straight
knew
down
it
them.
subsided. You're a man of the woods.
Which, speaking of, I checked on the ramp at work. Absolutely fine.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Not
I was
jar
very
damage.
worried as to whether we would get back out of this valley.
Yeah.
Dad followed in his
Land Rover.
We got there and was like, so what now?
Yeah.
When you say you encompass stuff, you brought lots of stuff.
Oh,
What things?
chainsaws, generators, spades, strimmers,
Power banks.
boots.
Food.
Weirdly, I don't know why, we brought loads of wood to the forest.
What, to be like,
Just in case.
This is your family.
Just in case in the wood there was no
We showed all the
wood.
trees what happened to them if they didn't behave.
Yeah. Basically, if you imagine, we took everything three blokes might need for a weekend in the woods doing forestry with no access to the outside world or electricity.
Yeah.
How much whiskey did you bring?
About 4 bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
do you know how much whiskey we drunk?
Go on.
1 shot.
What else are you drinking? Wood.
because we bottled
do you
it
know-
and come home.
Do you know?
We spent all day there.
Yeah.
You had 4 cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
And then
4
was like, it's a bit
cheeseburgers.
cold and a bit scary at night. Let's
part
go home.
At what part of the woods did you find a cheeseburger?
There's a cheeseburger bush.
A cheeseburger?
Yeah.
You got one of them?
Yeah.
It's,
Of all the-
it's cheeseburger bush season.
Of all the
It's
stuff
just
we
come
took,
ripe.
we used a hob and a pan. That was it.
The best thing was, we turned around to Dad. I think really, the low key, all 3 of us were like, don't really want to stay here overnight. There's like nowhere to poo. The weather was like on and off a bit shit.
I'm happy to do it. It was the weather that was mainly
Right,
it was the weather that was doing it for
let's
me.
stop lying. The weather was a bit shit.
No, 'cause I will do
wasn't-
it in summer.
It wasn't the best decision to stay in that circumstance, really.
No, it's outside.
But I think all 3 of us were like, I would prefer to go home to my bed. But none of us wanted to go, I'm the one that doesn't want to stay. Can we go home?
Did you have tents, or was you
We
all
were sleeping in the van and the car.
Dad filled his Land Rover, but we was like, we'll take the Land Rover down from the track into the main woodland. That'd be good. We got it halfway down, and then Dad broke the Land Rover, so we had to try and get it back up.
Yeah.
Is that because there's no track?
Yeah, it was like, it's all
Yeah,
right.
you're just
though.
driving straight through the woods.
Oh yeah, it's through the woods. It would be sick if the Land Rover didn't break. Got the generator out. Was like,
Yeah.
right, we'll plug in the
Chainsaw.
chainsaw.
And
We
we'll just
can
cut some stuff.
bits, and we can put some stakes down. Stakes of wood, not the burgers.
Lovely.
We can mark out where the woodland is and what's ours and stuff. That's a nice little task to do. Got the Jenny out and was like, boom, boom, nothing working. Jack's like, you fucking idiots. You don't even turn the fucking fuel on. You don't turn this on. And then he went, bang, and just snapped the pull cord straight off it.
Why'd you do that?
That was that.
Why'd you do that one?
Fucked.
Did it on purpose.
Bust the generator.
Just to be like,
That was going to be the source of all of our
So basically,
power.
what we was going to do was have a weekend in the woods, and we had a day in the woods and broke 4 things.
What was did you do any work now?
No.
Yeah, we did. I built a den.
Oh yes, we was talking to some of the neighbouring owners of the woodland that had popped down.
Were they just about with a shot of whiskey? And
He was like, he was a lad and his boy and his dog, and he was like, I just come over and introduce myself, like I own this bit, blah blah blah.
Bear in mind, they're proper woodsmen. They turned up. It was him, his dog, his lad. He was wearing proper walking trousers and boots. All he had with him was a backpack, a hammock, and an axe. That's all I need.
He's like, that's all I need. Sleep in my hammock.
And he wandered off into the woods, and I never see him come back.
You fucking animal.
What the fuck?
Mad dead.
Yeah. And we was
bear in
like,
mind, it wasn't-
oh no, it's fair cold, let's go home.
Bear in mind,
We'll go home,
the
Forrest.
woods he wandered off into wasn't just off into the woods, it was up.
Yeah.
And he was like, sin a bit.
He's like up a cliff face.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going up there.
Yeah.
What was he like? See this leaves? That's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't touch my leaves.
Yeah.
Was he like that? Was he like,
No, he wasn't too bothered.
Yeah,
to be fair.
held his
He's pretty
axe
chill.
up.
I've got hammocks for
You
sleeping.
fucking-
I've got an axe for intruders.
Yeah.
But while me and Dad were talking to this bloke and his son, we just see Jack pottering down because it's like on a valley and there's like a little clearing. And just see him pottering about. I was like, what's he doing? What's he doing down there? And we went down to join him. He's like, built a den. He just
Bear in
built
mind-
a
Some
hut.
of them stick ones.
Yeah, it was sick. And then we didn't discuss why it didn't need to be done. It was for no purpose at all. Me and Dad just went, well, if you can't beat them,
No.
join them. And we just started helping him build this.
So what happened
Dad
was...
got well into it.
I
Got a
went
tarp
down
on it and everything.
I went down and I said, I'm taking this. There was a load of stuff that was like, we're leaving it here because it's just to be used when we're down here. So we'll leave it here. And there was 2 pallets and some firewood and a fire pit and shit like that. And was like, let's just stay in here. So I thought we need to leave it here relatively protected. So I was like, well, I'll take it down into the camp bit. And I jokingly said to you, then when I went down, I went, I'm off to build a den. And then I ran off down there. Yeah, literally like that. I was like, I'm off to build a den.
like a Teletubby.
Yeah.
Like, you got to move your legs, Jack.
Yeah. I thought, I went, I have to build a den. And all I was going to do was take the stuff down there. And I thought, and then I looked at the 2 pallets and 2 trees that were real close together and all the sticks around me. And I was like, I'm going to build a den. So I started building a den. And I'll tell you what, talk amongst yourself, I'll put it in the Dropbox.
Okay.
I'll have a look at that. Is it decent though? Like, was it like you could stay in there
It
for
was
a bit?
no. You can't stay there for a bit.
My intention was I thought I can make a relatively covered little storage area and the stuff we're leaving there, we can just lob in it.
Yeah.
Was it like a TP one? That, well, like the one where when you put all the sticks on the same point and it just
a little bit like it was like a canopy made out of pallets, with branches over the top, and then it was all propped up by other branches. And then Dad found a tarp and encompassed that into it, and was like, "Oh, let's put a stuff in
found
there."
the tarp.
Should be in there, Navon.
He brought one with him.
Oh right, I was
Yeah.
gonna say there's tarp bush and there's a
Tarp
cheeseburger bush.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was we bottled it and come home.
So what time did he come home?
We left there about 8:30, didn't we?
There we go,
Look at that bastard.
That's nice.
Can't live in that though.
No.
The back of it.
No.
Bearing in mind, there's no screws, nothing in that. Made it all out of sticks and
Yeah.
2 pallets.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Where's the other pallet? Is the pallet on the other side?
Pallet's the roof.
But the roof.
Oh, so you got pallet. What's going on here?
Top. So there's back pallet, top pallet, and then tarp at the front, which you just rested on a load of sticks that are structural.
Many a stick.
Yeah, branches. Jack got in it.
What was you put in there? What is there at this moment in time?
More
A fire
wood.
pit and a bag of wood. A fire pit and a bag of wood.
What's that?
So
It's a
grow bag full of
It's a compost
sticks.
bag full of logs.
yeah. That should hopefully keep them pretty dry for when we
Relatively
go
dry.
down there, because although there's lots of firewood there and it's quite dry at the minute, sometimes it will be wet. So having a log store that keeps wood dry means we can have campfires down there.
Will it not get through them all?
Yeah.
It will a little bit, but when I was in there when it started raining, there wasn't much coming through.
Yeah, we didn't stay in there long.
No.
You're right.
That's nice.
I thought I'll do it
Yeah.
proper when I go
That
next
was a
time.
day's work.